Hello, everyone. Welcome to Loving You to Health Energy Intuitive Guidance. I'm Evie. I'm so happy that you're here today, hanging out with me in spirit. If you're new to the channel, welcome and thank you for stopping in. If you would consider subscribing, I would be so happy and grateful. I feel as if you clicked on this channel and you're hearing me now, there is a message that is specific to you. That is something that you needed to hear. Maybe it's a word, maybe it's a phrase. I mean, who knows, right? Today's reading is about love. More so twin flame love. So I wanted to check in with Spirit and see if we are in a twin flame relationship, if a twin flame relationship is coming our way, and see what Spirit has to say to us about twin flames. Today's reading is a pick a card reading, and you'll see that there are 4 decks on the table. The 2 decks on your left, my left, are for pile number 1 or pick a card number 1, and then pile number 2 you're going to be on this side over here. So pile number 1, there's 2 decks for you, and if you're drawn to the green adventurine crystal, here, that's the crystal that is on both of the decks here, just a different variation of the green adventuring crystal. And for pile number 1, if you decide to use that, we are using the Tattoo Tarot and the the Wisdom of the House of Night cards as well. So Tattoo Tarot, Wisdom of the House of Night cards there. If you are drawn to pile number 2 is a Untitled crystal, and there's Untitled crystals on both. And the Untitled crystal is very beautiful. You see there, it has like nice pink and green in there, real pretty. And for pile number 2, we are using which cards are we using? This is the Oracle of the 7 Energies here, and then the Everyday Tarot. So pile number 1, here you are with the green adventurine. Pile number 2, you're with the Untitled. Before we get started, as with every reading, I like to do a nice meditation, relaxation, grounding energy, really quick, just to get us out of the day thus far, and to calm here and to ground ourselves, and to invite our spirit guides in to help us discern if a message is for us or not. So I invite everyone to take a nice deep breath in and just let that go. Again, deep breath in and let that go. Last time, deep breath in and let that go with an audible exhale. All right, everyone. Some housekeeping things. I am a Reiki master teacher. If you're in the Phoenix area and seeking to be a Reiki 1 or a Reiki 2 practitioner, and seeking to be attuned to those symbols, please reach out to Evelyn at LYTHenergy.com, and we can set up a time and a space that we can do lessons. If you would like a private reading from me, please email me at Evelyn at LYTHenergy.com. All this information will be in the description box below. Your videos or your readings will be recorded and they'll be sent to you, and I would let you know when they are being sent. For those of you that are in the Phoenix area, excuse me, I offer mobile Reiki services. You can reach out to me at my email as well, and I come to you. I bring the table, I bring crystals, I bring smudging sprays, etc., just to make it a beautiful experience, and you don't even have to leave your home. For those of you that would like some distant Reiki, again, reach out to me and we can discuss how that could be arranged, and offer you some beautiful distance Reiki energy. It works lovely, and I know some people like the in-person, but if you are somewhere in a different state, the benefits of distant Reiki, spirit knows where to go. So all right, enough with all of that stuff. I hope that you enjoy the reading. I'm sending you tons of love and light. Take care. Hello, pal number one. Pal number one, if you are here and listening, we are using the Tattoo Tarot and the Wisdom of the House of Night cards. So that will be your reading. We'll start with the Tarot and use the Wisdom of the Night card as we need. Again, you guys chose the green adventuring crystal. Very pretty crystal, nice and smooth. I just love crystals. I sell crystals too. If you're interested in me combining certain crystals for certain energies that you need, don't hesitate to reach out at Evelyn at LYTHEnergy.com. I also make crystal healing bracelets, and that will be at evyscreations.com. Again, all information will be in the description box below. Every piece of jewelry or every crystal that I do sell is Reiki infused, just to have beautiful energy in your home or on your person. Alrighty, so let's start with using our tarot deck. I invite everybody to, just like I said, we did our meditation exercise. It's now just a matter of inviting your spirit guides to help you discern any messages that in particular that are supposed to be for you. I have some tinctures here. I enjoy to I incorporate them sometimes in the beginning of a reading, just for all of us to get grounded and know that we're opening communication to spirit. I love how the tinctures there sound. It just travels for such a long time, and it just, for me, it clears the space and almost like changes the energy in the room. Alrighty, so I'm excited to use the Tattoo Tarot. I will put, all the information in the description box, the cards that I use. I just got these cards, and they just called to me because I'm a tattoo kind of girl. I love them. I have many of them, so I was just like, let's see how this is. And I read some information about the person who made this deck, and they were an artist who stopped drawing and then decided to slowly draw. And in the process of like getting their skills up, or like practicing art, they decided to create a tarot deck. And so just that growth and that energy of like struggle and wanting to go forward, and wanting to get better at their skill or craft, just called to me. Alrighty, friends, and pal number one. When is my twin flame coming? Am I in a twin flame relationship already? Let's talk about that twin flame love. For some of you that don't know what twin flame, I got something flying, I don't even know. For some of you that don't know what the twin flame connection is about, I highly recommend just looking up twin flame online. Google has so many information about it, but it's pretty much that stronger than a soulmate connection. It's your flame. It's your twin flame. Some times you have been with your twin flame in different lives or multiple lives, and for some reason, troubles on either one person's side, you kind of get in separation, but then you make a spiritual contract prior to coming down, again in your current life, to say, you know what, no, I want to go with that person again. We'll meet again and we'll help them through. And you both just almost like want to come back to each other. You guys have learned from your mistakes or errors or problems, and have helped each other through it, but made that soul contract that you would come back and still work at it. And so it's just a very strong and powerful connection. I also like people to know that like twin flame doesn't mean that everything is like a fairy tale, but it is your fairy tale and your happiness, and it is your other half, your partner. You guys encourage and grow and love each other, and yet want to kill each other all at the same time. That's some deep love. What is it? I've heard that they say like if you don't contemplate murder, you don't love the person. So definitely twin flame energy. That's what that is. All right, so let's see what beautiful tarot deck has to say. Let's cut the deck. I know I ramble, but you know, it's cool to have like a little lesson if you've never heard about like twin flames and stuff. So, you know, let's see what it's about. I love the mandala that's on the cards here. They're so beautiful, and I wish I could zoom in. I don't think I can, where you're not gonna see, but there's also like some artwork that's in the black here. I don't know if you'll be able to see that. Anyway, all right, Spirit, when are we gonna find our soulmate? Are we with our twin flame, rather, our twin flame? When are we gonna find our twin flame relationship? Are we with our twin flame right now? We have the Five of Swords, the Page of Wands. Let's get one more card. Are we in a twin flame relationship? Well, that one flipped, so we'll take that. And we have the Ten of Swords. And the bottom of the deck is the Queen of Swords. So the underlying energy is the Queen of Swords in this reading. So the Queen of Swords, she is your underlying energy, and the Queen of Swords, she's like no joke. Like she is just strong. She cuts through the bullshit. She says what it is she has to say. She's a go-getter. She gets the job done. She cuts through the clouds. She cuts through that fake illusion of things. She's very to the point. So in regards to this, in regards to where's my twin flame, or am I in a twin flame relationship now? I feel as though the person who picked pile number one, like, you are the Queen of Swords. You are the Queen of Swords, and you are the person that you say it how it is. You're very direct. You're very strong. And that can be good, but in that Queens of Swords energy, in finding your twin flame, it's almost like, it's for you, I feel as though, you know, if you're not with somebody and you're single, that you have some, character traits that are a little bit greedy. So you seem to be greedy. You seem to be a little bit selfish. You seem not to, care about what others think sometimes, because you are so straight and to the point, and you have no filter, that sometimes that becomes a hurtful situation for those around you, especially in a relationship setting. So the Queen of Swords, again, you could be a male or a female. Spirit is very gender neutral, but if you're like an alpha, if you're the person that is super like strong and like assertive, you may, if you're not in a relationship with somebody, you may not be in one with your twin flame, or what's keeping you from getting your twin flame is some of your character traits. You're just a little bit too much about, no, I am right. I know and we can all know what we want, and it's good to be assertive, right? But I think that there is a limit to how assertive you should be, pile number one. I feel like if you're single and wanting that twin flame energy, that twin flame relationship, you don't want to push it away, being very assertive, being very stern, being a person that like knows what they want, is almost like you need to kind of not change who you are, but just consider the people around you. Consider those that are being in a relationship. Consider, let's say if you were the person that was less assertive of someone else, and you had somebody that was way assertive, not caring about your feelings, not caring about anything, but you love them oh so much, like, you know, how that would make you feel. It makes you feel sad. It makes you feel disheartened. It makes you feel like not appreciative, not loved. For those of you that are in union with a partner and wondering if it is a twin flame relationship, with the Five of Swords energy, it just seems as though people are hurt, people are destroyed, it seems as though either one or the other person, whether it's you or the other person in that situation, seem to again be a little bit greedy, be about themselves, and you guys have quite a bit of differences. With the Page of Wands in the middle, it just seems like that's like playful energy, joyful energy, taking risk kind of energy, just kind of wanting to go with the flow, wanting to have new experiences, wanting to just wanting to go and enjoy life a different way. So it for some of you who are in union, it feels as though like you are with somebody, and you're hopeful that they're your twin flame, but they may not be what it is that you're wanting. Like, you're wanting to have this joyful experience, you want to go with the flow kind of experience, you want to just, I don't know, just have fun and run around and enjoy life, and it feels like your relationship is not that. And with the Ten of Swords energy afterward, it's almost like, yeah, like you're in this Five of Swords, and it's like you want something joyful and you want to change things. So what happens is almost like you have to put an end to the relationship that you're in right now, because it may not be your twin flame or your twin flame relationship there. If you see this card here though, the Ten of Swords, is like you can see that there is swords in the face, in the chest, in the arms, the hands are hanging over here. I mean, if you look at this picture, it's like nothing else worse can happen right now. Like, I'm straight up done, I'm dead, time to reboot and start over. And so then you look at the background of the card and you can see that there's almost like this path in the water towards the light here. So I feel like for some of you, your relationship that you're in now may not be your twin flame relationship, but it's definitely coming. It's definitely coming. I feel as though like if you stay stuck in the relationship that you're in right now, you may not be able to go and find that twin flame, to go and find that joy, that happiness. That I feel like almost the Page of Wands for me is almost like the Fool energy. It's like taking that leap, going and enjoying life. And if that's what you're looking for, you can't be stuck in a relationship where somebody, one or both people, are greedy. Maybe one person, like you, may want something and the other person doesn't want it. Or you may, you know, being like I said, that we have that Queen of Swords energy, like you or they may be assertive and be very like set in their way and greedy, and like, you know, you're crying, you're hurting. If you look at this this Five of Swords card here, you can see that they're in the picture, like the eye is just crying, like the person's crying. You see a person sitting over here distraught, the other person's over here distraught. Everybody's almost like there's this huge separation, and that has to happen sometimes. This may not be the twin flame relationship. Maybe both of you need to find your twin flame relationship. You can't force things to happen if they're not happening naturally, if they're not organic. Not to say that people don't argue and have disagreements, but when it comes to a point where each person wants their own thing, then there's time to just like separate so that you can go and move forward in your life and have the life that you want, have that twin flame relationship that you want. For those of you that are single and you're seeking your twin flame, I feel like you have to do some soul searching. You have to be like, realize, you know, if you're greedy, why you're greedy. Why is it that things have to be your way? And then figure out from there, like, how you can release some of that control, release some of that tension. Is it to protect yourself from getting hurt? Is it to protect, you know, to have your, I feel like for some of you with that Queen of Swords energy, and you're single, it feels like you're just like have a wall around you. Maybe you guys have been hurt, maybe you guys have been messed with, everybody just kind of walks all over you, and you're like, frick this shit, I am not going to let anybody walk over me. I'm going to do me. I'm going to do whatever I want. And if a person wants it, great. And if they don't, they can hit the road, because I'm going to do whatever I want. And that is fine. But for twin flame relationships, just look for ways that you can put that wall down slowly. You know, maybe seek if there's a person around you that you're kind of interested in, just to not put your walls down completely, but you have to meet the other person halfway. Everything can't be your way and you expect it to be a twin flame relationship. That is not something that's realistic, pal number one. It's really not. And for some of you, like I said, like, you know, it's like, you know what you want. You know that I feel like for you, pal number one, especially if you're single, like, yeah, you're greedy, but you want a relationship. You want this twin flame. You want this, like, going with the flow and having fun together and everything. But you have to put an end to the selfishness. You have to put an end to your selfishness in order for you to be able to find your twin flame. So I feel like for pile number one, you're not in union yet with your twin flame, but you are seeking it. You're wanting it. For my single people, you're seeking it. You're wanting it. You have to do some self-work, some, you know, just realizing what your flaws are, right? Because some of us were like, oh, I'm perfect. I'm great. Things are going to come my way. And we don't look at the other person, and we don't take another person's feelings into consideration. As you grow into a twin flame relationship, you have to come in union with your partner. And that's okay. And you have to meet them where they're at. It's like it's giving 100% each person, not taking 100 and not taking 90% and giving 10%. So for pile number one, if you're single, you're working on yourself. You're working on clearing this dirt of being a little bit greedy, self-centered. And you want your goal. You want to have your twin flame relationship. So you have to put an end to that way of being, so that you can now go forward in light, go forward in your twin flame journey, trying to find that person. You got work to do. You got self-work to do. I get it. You were hurt. You were angry. For some of you, you're like, another person failed me. And you build up this defense. You build up this wall because you after, having so much stuff happen to you, right? Like, how do you let people in your life? But pile number one, just go through that dark soul. I call it is the dark soul of the night, where you kind of like put yourself almost like in hermit mode, and you kind of just self-reflect, and you clear out all this stuff and realize why it is that you may be, a little bit more into yourself or selfish or whatever. You got to let that shit go if you want to have a twin flame, because in relationships, it's definitely putting 100% each person. If you are in a relationship, as I said earlier, you're having some greed in that relationship, and one or the other person's at greed. It seems like you guys want two separate things. You guys have been hurt. The assertive person is just hurting the one that's not assertive. And you guys, it's just like this Page of Wands is like, we want freedom, we want joy, we want happiness. So if you're moving into that light, I see you moving into that light. But then you also see like, okay, so you went from this, like, somebody's being greedy. Nobody is like really understanding what the other person's need. That's what you're kind of going through, or getting out of that energy to like, oh my God, I know what I want. It's like the light bulb came over your head, and you're like, I know the kind of relationship I want, the partnership that I want, but if I have this, how do I get to this? So what happens is that you have to refresh, restart, shut the relationship down and get the new one up, and make sure that you give yourself that opportunity to be open to inviting or having that twin flame relationship. If you are the assertive person in the relationship, and you're realizing that, damn, I've been a little bit greedy, and like, I'm not understanding what's going on, you may have to put an end to that energy, so that you can get the happiness and the joy that you want. Put an end of that person, Could the person you're with now be your twin flame? Maybe, maybe not. Maybe you guys are not meant to be in union right now. Sometimes you have to end the relationship. Each person needs to grow. Maybe the person who's not as assertive needs to learn how to become more assertive, and so that he or she can meet you where you're at right now. And sometimes you know, somebody can be with their twin flame, right? And then they have to have separation and then come back later on, whether it's in this lifetime or a next, to have that twin flame relationship. You can have soulmates. The person could be good friends. You guys like to go shopping together. You guys share a lot of interests. But a twin flame relationship is pretty deep. And so it just seems as though for our single people, we have to have some work. And for our people that are in a relationship, it seems as though there's some growth that needs to happen. And sometimes that growth happens in separation, as you have the Ten of Swords energy, endings and new beginnings. Let's see what I just got these decks, so bear with me as I look for the names. It's Wisdom of the House of Night. Let's see what the Wisdom of the House of Night has to add. Spirit, why is it that our twin flame relationship is not happening? What is going on? What do we need to know in order to become in union and have a twin flame relationship? Oh, that didn't want to do. Let's do another one. With new cards, they all stick to each other, so let's see. Oopsie, get in there. Okay. Yeah, these decks are definitely stiff. But Spirit has a way of letting the messages come out that need to come out for us. Okay, pile number 1. Let's see any additional information about our twin flame relationship. What else do we need to know? Oops, all those flow. Okay. So we have denial, movement, confidence, fragment, with the underlying energy of the deck being the fledging. Super cool cards. Okay, so when we have the fledging means it's just a time for growth, a time for coming within, a time for self-discovery, which again goes with our energy here and what we've been talking about. I'll say it in every reading, Spirit never ever lies. I feel like it just knows. So pile number 1, I feel like as you're going through this phase, as you have to come within, as you are the Queen of Swords and you're trying to just you cut through things, but there's stuff that you need to go through in order to grow and to be ready for your twin flame experience. Right now you're coming into this discovery phase, this understanding phase. You have some work to do, and you have that energy with you, right, to do this work. But you can't get the twin flame relationship if you don't work inside, if you don't work in yourself. There's things that we have to fix sometimes in order to get in union with our twin flame. Not just us, like I feel that there are times where when you're in a twin flame relationship or you're seeking that twin flame relationship and you haven't found your person, is that you have to you both are probably working on yourselves at the same time, so that when you come in union, it can be a harmonious union. So for your energies, it's so interesting on how the order of the cards came out, right? So you have denial, right? And denying is like, you know the truth. You know what no longer serves you. And that comes under the Five of Swords energy, right? Like there's greed, there's hurt, we can't deny that. We can't deny that there's greed, there's hurt, and it has to go, it has to stop. And what it has to go, again, you have the movement card that comes, right? It's like now knowing that, hey, you need to take the steps forward in changing your life. It's time to move. It's time to get out of this dark energy. What do we want? We want that Page of Wands energy. We want that life energy, that happy, that uplifting, that wanting to take risk energy. We want that. So how do you do that? You have to not deny this anymore. You have to know that, hey, if you're in union, that this may not be the union for us now. This may be a soulmate relationship. Or if it is a twin flame relationship, we both have work to do that we can't do together. Sometimes we have to do our work separate and then come back in union, whether it's later on in this lifetime or in a future lifetime. But some kind of movement has to be made, because you can't be stuck in this Five of Swords energy forever. And then confidence comes out next. Confidence in knowing that you're making the right decision. You're going to the right place. You're moving the right way. That confidence of knowing what you need to do, what needs to be accomplished. Have confidence in the change. Have confidence in the process. Have faith in the process. And you will have your twin flame relationship. For those of you who are single, when you go through your work, understand, like, hey, I may be assertive, or I may want to be with somebody who is way too assertive, and there's greed issues. We're not in harmony right now. We both want our own thing, or I want my way, and I've been hurt, or I just am that person that is assertive and nobody's gonna mess with me. Well, you need to work through the reasons as to why you are that way. And that whole cliche of like, I'm just that person who's very straight and direct, and that a lot of the times is an energy of something more, something hurting. A person who has had to defend themselves their whole life, and they have built this hard exterior, but now needs to change to invite love, to invite twin flame, to invite a life that can be amazing, yet you don't know it, or you're not leaving yourself open to it because you shut yourself out. So you have to move from this energy, from denying that, move forward, have the confidence to know that you can change your ways to be ready for this lovely twin flame relationship that needs to happen. And then the last card that came out towards, of course, under the Ten of Swords energy is Fragment. And Fragment is feeling like you're in whole bunch of different pieces, like there's a Ten of Swords card, right? You're fragmented, you're everywhere. This is a time of renewal and rebirth. It's like, listen, all these pieces are in place, all feeling like you're everywhere, feeling like you're so broken and confused and need to change things for a better outcome for your twin flame relationship, for your inner growth, so that you can be in harmony with your twin flame. You're in fragments right now, but when you get these fragments together, you're going to go towards that light. You're going to be ready to have that twin flame energy in. Some of you, you're stopping yourself from getting your twin flame. Others, you're in a relationship that, if it is a twin flame, it's not right now. So right now, it'll be a soulmate relationship. Once you grow or your partner grows, then maybe down the line you guys can get together again in this twin flame unity. For others, it's maybe time to just part ways, and so that you can leave yourself open, maybe do the same work that our single people are going to do, right? So you'll go from this couple to being single, to having to work on yourself, to start over, to reset, and then you give that openness and you attract that twin flame relationship as you've worked on yourself. And I've decided that I'm going to read the Fragment card, because I feel that in the description there may be something that will resonate. Okay, so Fragment means sometimes it seems that life is split into so many parts, all of them separate and difficult to bring together. Family, friends, work, study, activities all seem unrelated to each other. My child, you're always whole. Even if at times feel things separate and fragmented, that is only an illusion. Choosing this symbol reminds you that all the moving parts of your life are important. If the one you're asking about seems confusing, focus on the one that brings you clarity. Be here now and know that I, Nix, love you and see you as a beautiful whole, regardless of how disconnected things seem. Also, remember to take a step back when you are trying to understand something. You may be looking at only one piece of a giant puzzle, a fragment of the truth. See the big picture through my eyes, and no matter what, all is well. So, right now, you're at a point of you need to just everything's fine. Just put those pieces together and see all of it. See your side, see their side if you're in a relationship. See you, see what it is that you may be doing. They may be hindering a twin flame or others coming to you. Know why, and go from there, and you'll see, what it is that spirit will have for you, how they'll open those doors so you could get that twin flame relationship that you want. I am going to pick a blessing card for your reading and see what blessing spirit has for you. And I will read that card as well. These are very beautiful cards. They're from the Blessed B deck. And I feel that as you're looking for love, as you're feeling lonely, as you're trying to get that twin flame connection, it's just, sometimes it could be, cause desperation. It can cause anxiety because we all want that love. We all want that relationship that is the most amazing thing that we've ever experienced in our lives. And, it's hard to have patience, but I feel like Spirit is asking just to grow and to go through this change so that you can have an amazing relationship that is something that you never even expected, something that is out of this world. Okay, Spirit, any blessing for pal number one's reading? A blessing for pal number one as they're looking for their twin flame relationship. A blessing for pal number one. A blessing for pal number one. Okay, so we got a blessing on the senses that gift the world to you. Now that's some cool energy. A blessing on the senses that gift the world to you. So we'll put that here and we'll read. I have to find the book. And we'll read that for you. Okay. A blessing on the senses that gift the world to you. A blessing to assist you in making the most of all your senses and in appreciating them and thus enhancing their beauty within your life. May you be blessed with a keen sensual appreciation of the natural world and all that it is and all that it has gifted to you through the senses. May your two eyes see far and take in the beauty of the world. May they open upon days of joy and close on deeds well done. May the color and the shapes of the world be visions of delight to you. And may you find beauty in the pavement and in the tar, in the stone forests of the cities. May you be given mountains to gaze upon, seas of blue and azure to be reflected within your eyes, green fields and wildflowers to delight you with all the beauty that there is. May you find this beauty within your own self and form and gaze upon yourself with satisfaction and knowledge that the universe has created a unique moment of wonder within you. May your lips taste wild honey, your tongue find pleasure in the food on your table, and may the meals of your life be sensual delights, enriching the marvel that is your body, fueling you to greater good health. May the texture and delights and sensation of taste be taken slowly, without greed or hurry, and when you are satisfied, let you give thanks to the natural world for its offerings to you, the earth's child. May your skin sense the world about you and within you, touching those with comfort, nurturing, soothing, and the healing of human touch will be yours. Let all those who touch you, let all those who you touch return that gift, and may the exquisite sensitivity of the body transport you, yet never devour you. May your ears be blessed with the sounds of all the wild world, the whisper of trees speaking with each other, the bird song at each change of season, the sound of speech that is beautiful, truth, and pleasing, the rich silence of nature that allows you to know yourself deeply. Be blessed. Find yourself. Be blessed. I feel like whether you're in a relationship now and having to change, whether you are doing soul searching to 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 realize what it is that needs to change in you or what growth you need to go through. It's all about growing. It's all about being grateful and thankful. It's all about realizing all the little bits and pieces of ourselves, loving us where we're at, and being that person that brings so much to the table. And may your twin flame go through the exact same journey so that you guys meet each other where you really need to be. So with that, I leave pile number one. I leave your reading. I hope you enjoy. That twin flame is coming. We just need to work on ourselves a little bit first, and get that ball in motion and be a whole person, seeking and receiving a whole person. All right, sending you tons of love and light. Take care. Hello, hello, pal number two. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for being here. Okay, so we have the Unakite crystal for you, pal number two. If you decided to choose this deck, is the Unakite crystal. And the Unakite crystal is so beautiful. It has pinks and greens in it. And what the Unakite crystal is that you can be a go-getter, make your dreams into reality. So something to know about the energy that you have chosen in the Unakite crystal. I'm using two decks for you for your reading. We're going to start with the Everyday Tarot, and then we're also going to then use the Oracle of the Seven Energies here. So we'll see what Spirit has to say to us today. These are new decks for me. I don't know, I was walking around and I'm like, oh, these are so cute. They're little baby tarot cards, But I do like, oh, I didn't notice that. Just as with pile number one, and I realized what they both have something like a similar, like a mandala, if you will. So I just love that, and it's super cute with little gold on the side. So the question we're asking Spirit is, are we in a twin flame relationship? Why haven't we found our twin flame? Maybe seek some knowledge as to what may be blocking us if we haven't, or what needs to be fixed if we're in union, or anything like that. We leave it up to Spirit. So once again, as we did in the meditation exercise, I do invite you to take a nice deep breath in through your nose and out your mouth and get grounded, and ask your spirit guides to be here with us today as we ask these questions, and let them speak to you and let you know if there's a message that is particular or needed for you. As I did with pile number one, I will use my tinctures just to ground us and let Spirit know that we are ready for communication with them. It does change the energy in the room, the beautiful tinctures. So all right, everyone, let's see what Spirit has to say to us. Let's shuffle the deck a couple of times and go from there. It makes my hands look like they're ginormous, right, when I'm like shuffling these little tiny decks. All right, pile number two, what is it that Spirit wants us to know in regards to a twin flame relationship? Are we in a twin flame relationship? Are we seeking one? What do we need to do in order to have one? What is it that pile number two needs to know about a twin flame relationship? A few more shuffles. There we go. One more. Then we'll cut the deck and see where the story takes us. 2. What do we need to know about twin flame relationship? So these came out. The 5 of Swords, the 6 of Swords, okay. We got 2 more cards that came out. So we have the Hanged Man and the 2 of Swords that came out. Now the Hanged Man and the 2 of Swords did come out in reverse. I normally don't read reversals, but if they really come out reverse, like where it's just like, oh my God, they're definitely wanting to be reversed and I can feel that, then I just leave that energy and we'll go from there. Your underlying energy is the 9 of Pentacles. 9 of Pentacles is your underlying energy. Okay, so let's start with the 9 of Pentacles. The 9 of Pentacles is about creating a life that is absolutely amazing for you. Creating a life where you go and you celebrate the fruits of your labor. You celebrate the fact that you've worked so hard and you've accomplished so much. So in regards to twin flame relationships, I feel like for some of you, you are with a person and you're with the person and I feel like you guys are in a twin flame unity, but you guys have some work to do in that. So for some of you, I feel like you are in union with your twin flame, pile number 2, but it may not seem that way for you because you guys, looking at the rest of your cards, have a mission that you guys need to accomplish. So I feel like you're with your person, pile number 2, with your twin flame for some of you. And those of you that are in union with somebody, I feel like you have the 5 of Swords is the first energy that came out, and for me right away it feels like there's some trust issues. It's about not knowing if you can trust a person, not knowing if you can trust that this is really a soul twin flame relationship. For some of you, I feel like you almost feel like it is too perfect, or that it's too right, or that you love them too much that you don't know if it's something that you should trust. For others, I get that if you are in a union with somebody that you are, how do I say this? It's too good to be true kind of deal. Like it's too good to be true, or that it's so good to be true that you're almost not enjoying it because of fear of losing it. If that makes any sense. Maybe somebody needed to hear that. That was kind of hard to get out. You grow from this 5 of Swords energy to this 6 of Swords energy, which is nice that you're doing that, because it's like for some of you in your relationship now, it's like you're growing in trust, you're growing in communication, you're growing in understanding. And that's the major thing for a twin flame relationship. I feel it's growing together, it's learning together. Sometimes again it's growing, it's learning together in separation, because sometimes you can learn together with your twin flame. Sometimes you both have to grow in your own different light and come back later on. But for pile number 2, I just feel like you guys are together if you are in union. If you're in union, you're together, you guys are growing, you got some trust issues because it's almost too good to be true, right? And you're learning from that, and you're learning to grow together, to be a couple that works together, to be a couple that is one. You see the 6 of Swords energy is almost like I see the little swords, and like the couple, they're like in a little boat, and they're just kind of like, oh, okay, kind of coming together, like almost like that feeling of like, wow, we've accomplished something. This journey hasn't been hard. We've had some issues that we've had to deal with, but it's coming together. So it's more like pile number 2. I feel like you're with that person, and if you don't think it's a twin flame because of some little things here and there, minor things that, whether it's trust issues, whether they're too perfect, whether, you guys disagree on some stuff, not a lot of things, but just you disagree enough where you're like, God, is this even, worth it? I'm almost hearing to say, like, look at your relationship with eyes of love. Now, I'm not saying like if a person's getting like hit or beat up or whatever, that's a twin flame relationship. Just work on it. These readings are very general, so let's put that out there. I mean, if you wanted a more personalized one, then you can, of course, write to me. But for I'm getting for a group of people out there is that no, you're in a good relationship, and then sometimes it's just a matter of, there's fights, there's quarrels, there's people being mad, dealing with different things, and you feel like as though that's not your twin flame situation, or that's not where you need to be. But it's through those growing pains, through that learning to live together, to be with each other, to trust each other, to confide each other, that you grow that twin flame relationship. Then the Two of Wands came in reverse, and the Two of Wands coming in reverse, it just means that you don't have like the confidence that you need to have in order to like move things forward, or like you question if something is right, you question if what you're in is right. Again, it's having doubt. You're trying to work through that doubt. You went from the Five of Swords energy to the Six of Swords energy, but then you're still having like that doubt. You don't know how to make it better. Maybe you don't know how to it's almost like you don't know if really like the work that you guys have been putting in, if it's like getting better, if it's really like strengthening the relationship. But that Two of Wands in reverse is almost like a reminder to go back to your original idea, go back to the knowing, go back to the believing that you guys are definitely working on something that's good. You're definitely working on something that's amazing. You definitely are working on your twin flame connection. And then the Hangman came out in reverse. The Hangman, he's reversed. And the Hangman reversed is all about like, it's that uneasiness of knowing that what you're working on is the right thing to do. It's that wanting to run back into like that scary mentality, that mentality of that not trusting mentality. For me, in this situation, having that Hangman in reverse is like you are super uncertain. You are super uncertain and scared. It's almost like let that fear guide you. Let go into that uneasiness. Work through that uneasiness. Work through that not knowing. Work through that not being sure. Work through it in order for you to create the twin flame relationship. Pile number 2. Work through that because something amazing is coming. For those of you that are single, well, it's simply like, hey, that is coming. That twin flame relationship is coming. It's gonna happen. It's gonna go forward. Trust it, believe it, have faith in it, trust that the divine will bring you that person. Trust. For some of you that are single, pile number 2, I feel like you don't trust the fact that there's actually a twin flame, that there's actually like a twin flame relationship, that you kind of you tether back and forth like, I don't know if that's a real thing. Am I really wasting my time and wanting to like seek this twin flame relationship? Is this twin flame relationship bullshit? This is crap. I've been waiting forever for my person, and this is not really happening. But this here is telling you, pile number 2, that trust it, grow with it. It makes you weird, it makes you feel uncomfortable, you're not sure how to take it, you're not sure if it's something to really go about or seek or look for. And I feel like Spirit is telling you, pile number 2, that twin flame is real. Twin flame is coming. Twin flame takes work. It doesn't happen overnight. It's not going to happen as quickly as you want it to happen. Pile number 2, I feel like you have to trust the process and let go to the divine and let the divine guide you towards that twin flame relationship. Look around. It may be that person that you would never think of dating or being with. Maybe the person's quite a bit older than you and you're just like, I don't know if I want to go that way because they're older and it's not what I'm used to. Sometimes what you're used to wasn't the twin flame relationship. It wasn't the relationship that brought you that happiness, that next level of being with somebody who you guys work together and are a union and are as one and are building something amazing and a good foundation, like your best friend. your encourager, your person that you guys can walk life together in and accomplish amazing things. So that person may not be the person that you're used to having. That might not be the person that is your normal go-to date person. It may not be your normal person, you know, that you, it's not that muscle man, it's not the party person, it's not the cool kid in the block. It is the one that everybody ignores. It's on the corner. I mean, who knows? I don't know. Somebody needed to hear that. I hope that's helpful for somebody. But for the single people, I just feel like your twin flame is out there. You need to have faith because it's coming to you. Just know that it's coming to you. When you aren't sure if it's real, if you're uneasy about it, go back to that, having faith and trust, and building that trust in that spirit will provide this twin flame. You know, when you're unsure, in that uncertainty, in that disbelief, get it together. Get it together. Let it be the person that is going to just know, just go and trust the process. Go and trust the process. As people need to hear that twin flame is real. Trust the process. You don't have them just yet, but they will come. They will come. Alrighty, let's use the Oracle of the Seven Energies. Excuse me, I have to get used to the name of these decks. They're new. And see any information we can get for our twin flames that are in union and are those that are not sure in trusting the process of twin flame union. Let's see what else Spirit has to say. Anything in regards to twin flame relationships for pile number 2. Woo. Twin flame relationships, pile number 2. Anything the Spirit has to say. What is it that pile number 2 needs to know? Oops. So this one fell, so I'll take it. Feeling the world, feeling the world, feeling the world. Let's see what else we got going on here. I'll take that one because it popped out. Well, we'll cut the deck for the other ones. I'm very into making sure that, you know, if something popped out, I feel like Spirit wants it to be there. So, let's do you. Seeing beyond, having that faith, trusting you guys. Spirit don't lie. Let's see if we can get any additional cards. What is it, that pile number? Okay. The Oracle's gift. The Oracle's gift. And I tell you, Spirit cannot lie. Imperfect harmony. Imperfect harmony. An 11 card, 11 angels with you, 11 11s. Love me some 11s. And in perfect harmony, dears, I'm telling you that your relationship is divinely guided. It is, the divine is there. They are wanting you guys to be in union and harmony. It is something that's going to happen. Have faith in it. Have faith in it. Have faith that Spirit is going to provide that for you. So the first card after Imperfect Harmony is Feeling the World. Feeling the world. And with this card, Spirit, it's feeling the other person's feelings. Feeling that gut feeling inside. You know, knowing that, hey, this relationship, like, I'm not too sure, you know, how to build that trust. I'm scared about it. It's so good. Is it really twin flame? And knowing that you're in that, if you're in union, feel that. Feel the love that the other person is giving you. Feel the love that you share for one another. Feel that, whatever that gut instinct inside of you tells you, you know, Spirit is just saying, feel it, know it, you know, and don't doubt it. And don't doubt it. What you're feeling inside is real. Seeing beyond was your next card that came out. Seeing beyond the weeds, seeing beyond the fear, seeing beyond, for you guys, seeing beyond the uncertainty that this is too good to be true. Like, this is it. Don't see beyond the clouds, see beyond the fear. For those of you that don't believe the twin flames are, see beyond that thought, see beyond the doubt. You know that the universe has such amazing gifts for us, and having a beautiful partnership with someone that is your other half is something that the universe gifts you. and having faith in it and bringing it to existence and talking it to existence and pulling that energy towards you, my single people in pile number 2, and letting go of the doubt, but letting in the divine, the oracle's gift, the divine spirit, clairvoyance, that knowing, that trust. Bring that in to bring that twin flame in. For those of you that are in union, see the gifts in front of you, see the signs that this person is for you, see the signs in front of your face, for some of you that tells you that you are in union, that you are with your twin flame. See, ask spirit for signs. Sometimes when you're unsure if it's a rough day between the two of you where people are tired and they've been arguing or whatever, ask the universe, give me a word, a sign, a symbol, something, anything to let me know that this relationship is divinely gifted, is divinely guided, it is in perfect harmony, it is what it is that it's supposed to be. For our single people, ask spirit, let me know, or to give me a sign if maybe I've been looking past my twin flame. No way this best friend of mine can be my twin flame. Oh, well, maybe they are, Maybe it's someone that you met once. Maybe it's someone that you talk to and you don't even look at them in that light. Just ask the universe to give you signs. Give you that gift to see beyond the fear of the unknown of this, whether a twin flame is real or not. Seeing beyond the fear of thinking that there's no way that this person exists for you. Ask spirit to clear up the weeds and they will. For you guys in pile number 2, these relationships and twin flames, you've agreed in a different lifetime to come together in this lifetime and to grow together as one. Where one of you lack, the other one is strong. Where one of you are confused, the other one is clear-minded. Where one person has health, the other one may be meeting the person to help them or help to take care of them in some way. Where someone is fearful, the other one is strong. You just meet each other in that way, and just look at your relationship with eyes of like, if I could live, what can I live without them? What did they bring to me? What is it that we share in common? Ask the universe and the divine to give you these visions, to give you these gifts, to give you these understanding of what your relationship is, and is it where you're supposed to be. For those of you who are single, just ask spirit again to put that person in your path, to give you the sign, to help you to trust in the process, to help you to trust that this is something real. Sometimes when we're in our head and we're like in a dark place or don't believe it's real or sad or lonely, we shut ourselves down, like energetically speaking, to receiving the beautiful gifts that the universe has in store for us. All right, pile number 2, I'm going to pick a blessing card for you and see what spirit has to say, and I will read that card for you out loud. What is it that pile number 2 needs to know? What is it that pile number 2 needs to know about the twin flame reading? What does pile number 2 need to know about the twin flame reading? What is it that pile number 2 needs to know? Turned over. A blessing on a new venture. A blessing on a new venture. A blessing on a new venture. It's a new journey. It's a beautiful journey. The twin flame journey is lovely. So I will read this card for you and see what spirit has to say. There may be some words in the blessing that you needed to hear. I hope it's a one sentence that's like a ding ding ding. So we'll see. A blessing on a new venture. A blessing to set direction, awaken determination, and establish a path through the unknown adventure ahead. For my single people who don't have faith in this, or for my couple people who don't trust this. Spirit don't lie. Spirit does not lie. May you look into the unknown tangle of possibilities ahead and find a pathway through to your goals and dreams. May the arrow of your intention be drawn back with commitment and a strong hand. May your eyes pierce the veils of the unknown, and may the arrow take flight and be sure and true. When you strike the mark, may your hopes be exceeded by the reality, and may the relish with which you begin the dream be equaled by the joy in bringing to life what were once only imagined possibilities. Let the way between you and your dreams' maturity be clear, and clean. Gather speed and arc above all obstacles as it journeys towards the mark. As you begin, be certain of yourself, yet open to adaptation. May you be clear with what it is that you yearn for, yet be flexible as the bow. And may you be as sharp as the arrowhead, so that you can penetrate all that seeks to hold you back and find your mark, landing true and bold and deep. Be blessed. Pierce through the fog in your head. Pierce through the insecurities, the doubt. Pierce through that. Set your intentions. My single people, you think about the fact that maybe, be like, hey, okay, this twin flame thing, I want this person, I want that person, I want the person to look like this, to be like this, to act like this. Whatever, set that pierce, have that clear drive intention in your head. I want my twin flame, I want that twin flame relationship. And you just have that intent and what it is that you want, and you speak it piercingly to the universe. For my people in union with somebody, speak into existence. I don't want to lose this person, I want to clear through the fogs. Let us work through it. Let's have this undivided attention, this certainty. Just go with it, have faith, clear the fog, and you will see the beautiful blessings of a twin flame relationship. All right, everyone, I think I'll leave your reading there. I hope that you enjoyed pile number 2. I am sending you tons of love and light. If you haven't subscribed yet, I would ask that you consider doing so that we can continue to grow in our lovely spiritual journey together and see what where spirit takes us next time. All right, everybody, take care. Sending you tons of love and light.